Are you struggling with the Pipa Knot? If so, I'll be giving you some tips on how to make a nice sturdy one in this video. Hey everyone, it's Nicole here and welcome to BOCHIKNOT Macrame. In this video, I'm going to be doing a detailed walkthrough of how you can make a nice and sturdy Pipa knot. Although it is not the sturdiest of knots, you can still incorporate it into your macrame projects like wall hangings and plant hangers, and because of its unique look, it will really make a project stand out. So the Pipa knot is similar to the rose knot in a way that it's not the most sturdy knot. So it's not sturdy in like the double half hitch knot or the berry knot or the square knot, since the Pipa knot really is just a large weave held through by a single strand of cord. There are some tips on how you can make the Pipa knot a little bit more sturdy, neat, and consistent for your macrame projects, and I'm here to go through that with you. And with that said, let's jump right in. We are going to walk through the Pipa knot in this video. I already have a strand of cord here. It's approximately 130 centimeters long. It's just one of the scrap cords that I have laying around. Anything between 100 to 130 is good to practice this knot with. Now, to make them consistent, you do need to practice this knot because it does require you to know approximately how much space, how big of a loop you need to make for the Pipa knot to start it off. So I'll show you what that means. So to make a Pipa knot, I'm going to use my right cord as the working cord. We're going to bring it to the side on the left side here. Then we're going to make a loop at the bottom. Now this is the outer loop, so the sizing of this loop is what determines how many more loops you're going to make inside. It's hard to guesstimate how much at the beginning until you make it a few times and you're like, okay, this size is what I am looking for. If you want to make a larger one, then obviously you can make a larger loop, but then you'll make more loops in the center to fill it up. So I want like 3 or 4 loops inside here. So I'm just going to make an average loop like this. And then take that cord around all the way to the back and through the right side. And the key here to making sure that it looks neat is to make sure that your tension here is nice and snug. So as snug as possible, holding this front loop in place, wrapping it around, we're going to make the next loop. So this next loop is going to fit right inside the loop we made previously, like this. And then same thing, take it through to the left, all the way to the back, and through the right side. And now this time it'll sit directly underneath the loop above, and then we can start on the next one. And then again, wrapping it inside with the loop so it sits nicely. And then bring it to the left side through to the back again. I think there's room for one more. So we're just going to make one more loop through to the back. Again, you can see here everything is nice and snug. Then last but not least, you do want the center here to fit a strand of cord through. So stopping at when the loop is approximately the diameter of the thickness of your cord. So say you're using 3mm cord, which is the thickness of this cord, you want approximately a 3mm diameter hole here. If you do, then It will hold your strand of cord nicely and prevent it from moving around too much and having it come undone too easily. If you have too big of a hole, then you will probably have the knot come apart fairly easily. If you have too small of a hole, it's going to be very hard to push your strand of cord through. So I think this diameter is just right, and then we're going to take the strand of cord and we're just going to push it through and then pull it through to the back. And then once you have it through to the back, you can adjust the bottom, making sure everything's nice and spread out. And we have a nice, neat Pipa knot. So like I said before, this knot does take practice, and it's not a sturdy knot, just like the rose knot isn't the sturdiest knot. But if you do make it consistently throughout, you can still incorporate it into many macrame projects, since it is a very nice, unique knot. And that's a wrap with our tips and tricks on how to make the Pipa knot. I do have a Pipa knot cloud wall hanging that I've made before. So if you guys are interested in this exclusive video, we have it over on our BOCHIKNOT macrame community on Patreon and also on our YouTube membership. We do have a lot of exclusive videos on these platforms aimed at helping you advance your macrame skill set. So if you guys are interested in learning more, I'll post links to them in the video description below. And as always, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.